Pretty wet and windy today. I'm just on my way over to the cafe boat. We're supposed to be opening the cafe today, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe no one will come down if it's too wet and windy. It's pretty wild.
It's wild out there.
Yeah, it is.
Can't imagine anyone venturing out in this weather. But if they do, you'd want a hot sausage roll and a hot coffee, right? That's what you'd want. I'm really tired. That's what I've got to say today. But this happens frequently on a Sunday, and I think I've worked out it's because we're so busy at the weekends these days.
Yeah.
Which has been really good, but not something we or the boat is prepared for.
Not in your condition.
Yeah, that's the other reason I'm really tired, is because I'm pregnant. And I'm so tired. That's probably more it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I'm having flashbacks to when we first started, and I was always like, oh, it's nerve-wracking. But it's nerve-wracking because I'm so tired, and I'm scared I can't do it because I'm so tired. It takes me a while just to come round in the morning.
Pretty exciting though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really, everything's really exciting, but everything's like happening at once. It's quite cool.
This all looks incredible though. Sausage rolls.
Yeah.
You're skin up some sort of business over here.
It's like a butterscotch caramel sauce for the cinnamon buns. I'm so looking forward to eating everything if it's quiet today.
Yeah. So that's a couple of bits of big news there that we've got to catch you up on if you've missed a couple of episodes. We're having another baby, but probably more important than that, the cinnamon rolls. They're incredible. Can't believe it. The weather outside
all coffee, hot chocolate.
it's stinking, and but still we've just been really busy. These guys, they're a hardy lot of customers.
Yes.
I can't believe we've had any customers today.
I can't believe it. I'm shocked. I was prepared for a real quiet one. I was halfway through eating a cinnamon roll.
Look at this outside. It's quiet now, but this is the first lull we've had all morning. I haven't even had time to put my music on. Usually I've got a little bit of a on the go or a.
That takes more of it.
Ooh. Oops.
Saucy rolls. Sausage. They'll never love me as much as I love them.
Having a little experiment on the cafe boat today. The main question this experiment seeks to answer is, how hard is it to make your own hot chocolate from scratch? Everybody loves a little hot chocolate, and what we're currently using It's in this jar. Well, actually, to maintain some kind of element of discretion, we'll just call it a popular upper market hot chocolate brand. But generally, you tend to find that the better the kind of thing is, the fewer ingredients it has, the simpler it seems. So, is that deceptively simple? Or can I just whack 3 things into a blender, and make something delicious? Let's find out. Inside this box may be all the ingredients, or some of the ingredients, the main ingredient that you need for hot chocolate. Raw cacao powder. I don't know. Let's try it out. And then if that's not raw enough, you've got the actual cacao beans. I don't know if I've got to roast these or what. But so this is the bean that chocolate comes from. I don't know. Let's find out if we can make our own hot chocolate from absolute scratch. Or pretty close to absolute scratch.
In this video, I'm going to talk about roasting of cacao beans.
Okay, just watched a video on how to roast cacao beans. Seems easy. Damn, they're nice smelling. While they're in the oven, to add to the scientific integrity of this experiment, I'm also going to try and make some hot chocolate with this, which is just cacao powder. So, I'm guessing that's powder that's been made by some beans, or somebody who's already roasted some beans and then just like blended them up into powder, milled them or whatever. Gonna have to figure out how to do that myself when it comes down to it. But I'm gonna try and make some hot chocolate with this, and then there's going to be a blind taste test involved. Maybe I've roasted them enough, maybe I haven't. Look, well, they look pretty much similar to what they went in, to be honest, don't they? I think the next part of the process is taking this thing off. You've got to peel them. That's what they look like out of their kind of shell. I feel like a squirrel. This is long work. This is probably where the work is in this process. You've got to get all these little shells off. It's quite fiddly. And maybe there's a knack to it I haven't got yet, but I have actually had a sneaky little taste of one of these things and it was quite nice. So I think this is going to be worth it. Well, that took ages. That took absolutely ages. I don't know how well you can see that. They're quite dark. I hope I sort of didn't overcook them, but it's all part of the experiment, I guess. I've no idea whether it's going to work or not. You get what I'm trying to do, don't you? I'm trying to get my little roasted cacao beans into a powder. So in there I've added the cacao beans, a little bit pink Himalayan sea salt and some sugar. Well, it smells incredible, but it doesn't get very fine, you know what I mean? It's not exactly turning into a powder. But how powdery does it need to be? Will that do the job? Only one way to find out. Okay, good news, it smells incredible, but bad news, that did not make hot chocolate. I don't know if you can see. That's just basically, looks like pieces of that stuff just floating around in some lukewarm water now. I don't think we've got like a pestle and mortar, which would be really handy if we did, but maybe I'll use a rolling pin. I know, I don't know what I'm doing, but imagine if I invented something new. Imagine if this process yields some unexpected result and like, wow, chocolate, a new chocolate thing after like 3,000 years of people drinking it or whatever. It could happen. Okay, well, we have our contenders. I think I know what's going to happen. Like most things in life, I think this turns out to be slightly trickier than it seems like it's going to be at the beginning. But in one of these cups, anyway, is the branded hot chocolate. In another is some hot chocolate that I've made from beans that I roasted, and in another is hot chocolate that I made from powder. Let's see what happens. I don't think the one that I've got from beans, I don't think I've managed to like mill it down enough for it to be dissolvable in water. So that's a problem. Here's our supplier's one. Lovely paste I can make of that. One that I made of beans. Not really forming a paste. The one that I made of powder. Okay, I'm pasting it. Yeah, so kind of at the first hurdle, the one that I've made out of the beans doesn't quite get into paste form. Anyway, let's see how we go when we add milk. Of course, it's still chocolate, like texturally. This one that's made from the kind of blended up beans that I roasted, like you get little bits of it in there, but I don't dislike that as much as I thought I would. I thought that was going to be a disaster. I thought it was just going to taste like gravel or something, because it kind of looks like gravel, but actually, like, you get little bits of the chocolate bean kind of in your teeth and stuff, but like it's not unpleasant because it tastes really nice. That's unusual. That's something, maybe I have invented something different after all. This is the moment, guys. I promise I won't let this change me when I become the next Nestle. That's quite exciting. I'm going to make 3 more, take them over to Joe and William and see what they think. It's going to be a blind taste test, but I think it's quite obvious which is which. A selection box.
Ooh. Now then.
Just a little sip of each one in succession.
Ooh, okay.
See if you can guess which is which.
Just blow it. Just blow it.
It's not quite the reaction that I was hoping for.
It smells pretty horrible.
Don't you like that?
Horrible.
That one?
I surprised myself.
Oh my god,
I loved it.
It's just milk with bits in. It's not chocolate.
I liked it.
How can you, if you gave someone that, it would be horrible.
That was my favourite one.
The one with the bits?
Yeah. I didn't think it was going to be, but then when I tried it, I was
No,
like,
that's
oh,
just,
that's nice.
that's not nice. That's not nice. You just know that, you just think because
Let me
that's the
see
most
it.
homemade.
I
And then
think
that
it is the
one's
effect
the
of, like,
retailer,
I
that
made it,
one's
so
the
it's
homemade one. Like that needs so much more sugar to be like a hot chocolate you'd get from somewhere.
Yeah.
It's kind of fruity rather than, it doesn't even taste like chocolate, I would say.
I did.
It tastes like cacao maybe, but
did.
like a strong
I
cacao.
did use a pasta.
Oh, I thought it was going to be it, guys. I thought it was going to be my £1 million idea. Okay, well, I'll take my wares.
Okay, sorry to be the bearer of bad news. You can leave the industry leader here. Lovely evening.
I'm going to try and go for a little bike ride, I think. Things I do to get shots.